You know, for decades, there's been one franchise that has pretty much defined the whole hack-and-slash genre, with its massive battles and legendary heroes. Well, get ready because a brand new chapter is about to begin. Let's break down the rebirth of a legend, Dynasty Warriors Origins.
70 million. Yeah, that's how many copies the Dynasty Warriors series has sold across the globe. We're not just talking about a successful game here. This is an absolute titan of the genre with a fan base that spanned entire generations. But you know what? After all that success, the story is nowhere near over. The developers are taking that core 1 versus 1,000 feeling that made the series so iconic, and they're getting ready to unleash it for a whole new generation of warriors.
Which, of course, brings us to the really big news.
Word has been spreading like wildfire through the gaming world about a brand new entry. One that promises not just to continue the series, but to completely evolve it. And that game is Dynasty Warriors Origins. And get this, this new adventure is being built from the ground up, exclusively for the latest hardware. It's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC through Steam, which means it's going to harness all the power of these systems for a whole new level of action. So, new hardware, right? That means new possibilities. Let's get into how that actually changes the gameplay, because this isn't just a fresh coat of paint. We're talking about a fundamental revolution on the battlefield.
And that's the million-dollar question on every fan's mind, isn't it? After all these years and all these games, what really sets this one apart? Well, the answer starts with how you fight.
The developers are pouring everything into what they're calling a completely evolved combat system. The goal here is to move beyond just mashing buttons, blending that classic, satisfying action with some much deeper, more strategic mechanics.
So what does that actually mean when you're in a fight? Well, it means way more fluid character movement and some seriously enhanced combos for those devastating attacks. But it's also about teamwork, and for the first time really, you can use the terrain itself as part of your strategy. Think choke points, high ground, the whole shebang.
You'll be mastering all these new abilities while staring down armies that literally fill the screen. That classic 1 versus 1,000 rush is being pushed to its absolute limit, and it's going to demand more strategy from you than ever before.
But look, we all know it's not just about how a game plays, it's about how it looks. And Dynasty Warriors Origins is taking a massive leap forward with next-gen visuals that are designed to pull you right into its world.
I mean, this new engine is pumping out these incredibly detailed character models, bringing these historical figures to life like never before. The environments are now destructible, which adds this whole other layer of realism to the chaos, and dynamic weather can actually change the entire look and feel of a battle.
But let's be real. What is a Dynasty Warriors game without its larger-than-life heroes? The heart of this series has always been its massive roster, and Origins is absolutely continuing that tradition with a huge list of legendary figures.
Each warrior is just so meticulously designed to feel true to their historical counterpart, complete with unique abilities and fighting styles. You literally get to step into the shoes of your favorite warriors from ancient Chinese history and lead them to victory.
And speaking of those legends, that brings us perfectly to the world they lived in. This game isn't just about the over-the-top action. It's about the deep, historical context that gives every single battle real meaning and weight. So, the game is set during the famous Three Kingdoms period of ancient China. This was just an unbelievably turbulent and heroic time, as the kingdoms of Shu, Wu, and Wei all fought for control. It's this incredibly rich, dramatic backdrop that has captivated people for centuries.
And the developers are really committed to historical authenticity. The game pulls from real events, real locations, and the legendary figures who shaped this whole era, creating an experience that's as educational as it is thrilling.
But here's the thing, you don't have to rewrite history all by yourself. A huge part of any modern game is playing with others, right? And Origins is coming packed with a really robust set of multiplayer features.
So, you can team up with friends and battle through the entire story in a co-op campaign mode. If you're feeling a little competitive, you can prove your skills in dedicated battle arenas. And maybe best of all, there's full cross-platform support, so you can play with anyone no matter what system they're on.
Okay, so revamped combat, absolutely stunning visuals, and deep multiplayer. It sounds like your own legend is just waiting to be written. So let's take a look at what's next for the game's release.
And you know, the early buzz from people who have seen the game is incredibly positive. Everyone seems to be praising its commitment to historical accuracy and just how immersive its world feels.
It looks like all that dedication to detail is really paying off.
Now, for anyone out there who's already sold and ready to jump in on day one, there are going to be multiple editions available, with some really cool bonuses for the most dedicated fans.
For the real hardcore fans, you can grab a collector's edition that comes with a figurine, an art book, and the soundtrack. There's also a digital deluxe version that's packed with exclusive in-game characters and costumes. And on top of that, different retailers will have their own exclusives, like early access.
Yeah, it's pretty clear they're pulling out all the stops, giving fans some incredible collector's items to celebrate this huge new beginning for the series.
And all of this, it really just leaves us with one final question. With a battlefield of thousands laid out before you and the fate of ancient China resting in your hands, when the battle begins, what legend will you create?